Hey guys, it's Crobat for the win here today, bringing you a new series called Crobat's Custom Sets. Today I will be presenting a new twist on Gyarados that can easily roast Ferrothorns and Scizors everywhere. It has enough EVs to even surprise Pokemon like Salamence and Gliscor with the Ice Beam and KO. Even standard Landorus T, and no one would ever expect this set. I've used it to pretty good success over the past few months, and after talking about the sets, I'll post some calcs against common OU threats. So why don't we jump right into it? Your item will be Life Orb, since Gyarados needs a good boost to ensure KOs against X4 weak threats such as Ferrothorn. The nature will be Rash to help power up Gyarados' special attacks. Just a note, because of Life Orb, its physical attacks will still hit pretty hard. Intimidate is the better ability, since it allows you to switch into physical attackers and predict a switch into something, I don't know, maybe like Salamence or Landorus. Both of those two Pokemon have Intimidate, which would usually cripple Gyarados. However, with special attacks, without any stat reductions, you can OHKO both of them with Ice Beam. Now, for EVs, 252 EVs go into special attack to ensure the most power out of Fire Blast and Ice Beam, allow you to KO Ferrothorn, Scizor, and all sorts of X4 weak bulky Pokemon. 88 EVs go into speed, so you can reach 220 speed, which is good to outspeed some sweepers and most walls. Also, I put 56 EVs into HP to give Gyarados a little bit more bulk along with Intimidate. The rest of the EVs were put into attack. You could put the speed or HP EVs into attack, or the speed EVs into HP if you wanted to. However, I don't recommend ever removing the attack EVs though. Now, onto the moves. Just remember there will be calcs at the end of the video. Move 1. Fire Blast. Fire Blast roasts Ferrothorn, Scizor, Fortress, and even bulky Subseed Breloom. Obviously that's just bulky Breloom, it would obviously KO standard Technician Breloom too. Also, you can get a 2-hit KO on physically defensive Jirachi, Metagross, and Virizion. Virizion isn't really OU, you don't see it that much, but it's still pretty bulky itself. And it gets great coverage against Steel types not named Heatran. The next move is Ice Beam. Ice Beam freezes Landorus T, Salamence, Dragonite after Multiscale or after Stealth Rocks, Garchomp, and Gliscor, all for KOs. This can really help Gyarados since it would usually struggle with these Pokemon unless it carries the weak Ice Fang. Because of Intimidate, this set makes better use of Ice Beam. When I say Intimidate though, I mean Intimidate from Landorus T or Salamence. And besides, you could always switch in on, I don't know, you could switch in maybe on Garchomp, use your own Intimidate, and then maybe force a switch, or you could go for an Ice Beam predicting a Swords Dance. There are quite a few options you have when you use Ice Beam. Anyways, next move is Earthquake. Earthquake destroys Heatran and electric types on the switch. Thanks to Life Orb, this move will still hit hard even without full attack investment. Finally, Aqua Tail is your main stab move. You could use Waterfall, but I find Aqua Tail more useful on this set in particular due to the extra power, which sort of compensates for the lack of full attack investment. This move is great for taking on rock and ground types most of the time, plus it gets good neutral stab on many threats. Other options. There are some other options you could use. As I said, Waterfall could replace Aqua Tail if you wanted. Heck, even Hydro Pump could be thrown over Aqua Tail as it provides great physical wall breaking stab. For example, Hydro Pump can OHKO physically defensive Hippowdon, while Aqua Tail is usually a 3-hit KO. In addition, I guess you could run Hydro Pump and Aqua Tail, but you really can't do that. You can't really find a move to put Hydro Pump over. Yeah, I don't recommend it, but I guess it could work. Also, you could run Thunder over Fire Blast if you were to use this on a Rain team to get a 2-hit KO on Politoed or some water types, but it's not that useful. Also, Stone Edge could be used over Earthquake, but Ice Beam usually does enough damage to Flying types. Fire Blast usually does enough damage to Ice types. Obviously, your Water Stab does enough damage to Fire types, and Stone Edge is prone to missing. If you want to be a cool person, run Splash. No, I'm just kidding. But that's about it for Mixed Gyarados. Just to show its unexpected wall breaking potential, I'll put tons of calcs right now.